Hello once again. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today is 1st of April 2025. This is not a Fool's Day video. For those of you who are busy pranking everyone left, right, center, this is not a Fool's Day, April Fool's Day video. But we can say Happy New Month. Happy New Month to all of us. We thank God for this opportunity to be able to see a new month, begin the second quarter of the year. The year is going so fast. We thank God. We really thank God. So we've been talking about how we relocated from Kenya to UAE, and we wanted to share as much as possible and learn together in this journey of relocation and opportunities and what it is like. And maybe you're there and you're thinking, this is something that scares me because I don't know what it is like. And maybe you're going to the UAE, if that's your big blessing, because we moved to the UAE, or you're going to other countries, or you've already relocated, or you're one of those people who is always relocating, like some friends I know who I hope will pop in here and share, who are always moving from one country to another. We thank God. So last week we were talking about the things we needed to do before relocating. We were talking about getting all these documentations in order after securing your job and you've signed the contracts and you are now set with all your terms in place and you know what you need to spend on and what your timelines are that you need before moving. So for us, after signing the contract, after my husband signed the contract, so we planned the time we had. We didn't have much time because I think that was around maybe beginning of August, if not end of July, and reporting was end of September. So we didn't have much time. So we got a list of what we needed to do. My husband is a big planner. And we got all the things we needed to sell, all the things we wanted to give away, and what else did we do? So we did, our families had shown interest because they knew we were moving. They had shown interest in some things. So those we gave them away, and there were things we were very particularly wanted to leave our parents with because we had some of those sentimental things, you know, like fridges and cookers and whatnot. Those we really wanted to give our parents. And so that's what we did. Things like cars, we sold off the car to a very good friend. Mostly, actually, in this relocation business, I think your friends and family are usually big people in terms of gifting and even buying from you because they also know the quality of what you have. And just be open to the fact that if your time is limited, you might not have the opportunity to sell off. So some people actually decide to pick what they have and give it all away to maybe to the parents, or if you have a home, that's different. If you have a home, then that's different. You don't need to think much about it. You just need to think about who to leave to take care of your house. That was not us. We were in a rented space, so we needed to exit. We needed to get out and also get everything out. So that's why we needed to sell off. By the time we were traveling, all the passports, Kenya had this passport change over from the old generation to the chipped passports that everyone currently has. So we got an opportunity to do that and changed our passports. Then we had debts we needed to clear. We did that. We cleared that. We cleared with the landlords. So just giving notice, know your terms. Because for a landlord, we needed to give notice and then make sure when we are out, the house is painted and all. But he did that and just gave us the balance of the money. And we also got power of attorney for the things we needed handled while we were away. So we gave the power of attorney to trusted loved ones. Yeah, and so it was, we decided finally to do like a farewell, a goodbye party, and invited our families and friends. And it just perfectly coincided with our son's birthday because he was about to turn 1 year old. So it coincided perfectly with his birthday. And then my husband left at the end of the month because he needed to start work on the first day of the month of October. So he left towards the end of September, and we were left behind clearing the rest of the things and following up on maybe documentations. There's something that I was following up on. Yeah, so just make sure you have all your documents because we already got, I talked about getting a lawyer who helped us to attest everything, correct everything. Those things that you keep pending and saying, oh, I'll get the birth certificate tomorrow, do it now. Sometimes you get surprised, you've gotten your birth certificate and it has errors. Go correct those errors, don't postpone. Tomorrow is in God's hands. So we did all that and we were ready to go. So what we did, I talked about us guys staying back so that my husband would go and get a place for us to come in and just settle in once. The reason is there was the option to move together and go into a hotel. And if you have a child and you want to do a long stay, I don't know how convenient and comfortable that is for you. For us, it was not, because that meant cooking in the small kitchenette. Then you can't keep eating hotel food or eating out. And then you need to clean your children's clothes, and maybe the arrangement in the hotel is not always with a washing machine and stuff like that. So we said, no, let's just stay back and just move into the house immediately, rather than going in together and trying to settle all of us in a country we have no idea of when my husband would be working. So that's what we did. And then after that, so this is a big one. Do you need help? If you have a family, do you need help? And who are you going with? Who is it that you want to move with? Do you have someone who you're sure you're gonna move and spend on and take to your destination country, and they will remain faithful to you? They will not move in, hop and jump ship immediately. They have landed on new soil. So this is also a testimony also on our end, because at this point we had someone who we were talking with and we were staying with, and we really tried to force it. You might really try to get someone to go with you, and we really tried, and it didn't work. There was sicknesses involved, and then family issues on their end, and then so many things. So it just didn't work, and so we also let them go because we didn't have much time to settle. And so the blessing again of family. I have this precious cousin who at that point had just finished school, and he was like, let's go together. Let's just go. We help each other out. And so that's what happened. We actually got her passport. We got her a passport, and this is the testimony. If you're from Kenya, you would know how hard it is sometimes and how easy it can get. And again, her age limit was also a challenge, because at that time the UAE was not allowing girls below the age of, I think, 22. There was something like that. There was an age restriction, and this meant a girl under this age, below this age, could only travel with a family and would not be given a visa. So those are some of the challenges we had to now deal with, and God in his own perfect, infinite love did a miracle for us. She was able to get her passport, I think, in less than 14 days. And then she was able to get her visa and everything is in 2-3 days. And we were set and we traveled together. And if you're moving from home to a new place, everyone is new, everything is new, everything. So the only family you have are the people that you are with. So those are some of the things you need to consider. But also going back to rules about helps. Not all countries would be open to this arrangement where you just wake up and carry your help to that country. So you need to understand, if you're moving to a country, make sure you're very, very conversant about the rules, the regulations, and the costs. And so for us, we didn't move with a nanny. I just went with my cousin. So just to let you know, if you're looking to move with a nanny, it is possible. It's possible. You just need to go in, maybe stay, see how they also settle, because people adjust differently. At home, you can be very comfortable because that's the place you know. And then when you go to a new country, sometimes people are not able to settle. Sometimes the weather is too harsh for others. UAE is a desert environment. The temperatures can go as high as 50 and as low as 10. Some people are not able to adjust well in that variation because that temperature change is so high. It affects some. And so you want to maybe you might consider getting a tourist visa and just see how they settle in. And then if this works, then you can consider getting a residency. What's a residency? So in the UAE, you have the option of going in as a tourist. That's a tourist. But if you stay, you're gonna be a resident. So companies will sponsor for their employees. Companies will sponsor employees and get them employment visas and maybe even sponsor their families. Tourists will go in as tourists. So if someone is visiting you, for example, they can come in under maybe a short-term visa. And when they do that, then they can come and test and see whether it works for them. If it doesn't work for them, it's okay. It's okay to let them go and go back home, because not everyone thrives outside their home, and not everyone gets affected by the different climate changes. There are people who just settle wherever they go, they just settle in very well. So that's a very big one. Reason is sometimes you definitely will invest and put in a lot of money to get someone else to join you. And once you're there and you think that you're settling, that's when they just say, no, this is not working for them. But you've already invested money and you cannot get a refund. So it's always good maybe to come in with someone and give them a chance to settle, try, see whether it works. Then if it doesn't work, it's okay to let them go. Yeah, so my blessing, we went with my cousin, she settled in. It's so perfectly. She's just one of those people in my life who I put, and I'm like, the gems that God gave me, she's one of them, and she knows. So yeah, we went after a month of waiting. So we went because my husband had traveled, so it was my cousin and me and my son. The three of us went in and landed as newbies in a new country and just looking. And maybe let me just end it from there. Let me just end it there. And the next time I'll share with you the experiences from here, the travel, what did we put in our suitcases, and just landing, and now the culture shocks, the change, the environment, the temperature, the people, the accents, the perfumes, everything was different. I'll take it from there next time. God bless you so much. See you next week on Tuesday.